Oh, hey, didn't see you there. My name is Dylan Rayfelt, and I would like to talk to you about the Roman Colosseum today. I'm in love with architecture, but that's probably because I spent most of my childhood playing with Legos. Fun fact, you can actually probably buy the Roman Colosseum for $550. Probably arrive at your house in 5 days, but it'd be money well worth spent. I also like movies like Gladiator. Gladiator actually featured the Roman Colosseum in quite a number of its scenes throughout the movie. I think the movie's great and displays accurate information containing about the Roman Colosseum. Yeah, so all this Roman Colosseum talk is starting to get me a little bit hungry. Let's venture out and see what's going on. Oh, what are you watching?
Oh, I'm just watching something about the Roman Colosseum.
What a coincidence. That's what I'm learning about in art history right now.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I know, right? So, some fun facts about the Colosseum. As you know, it's in Rome. It was completed in 80 AD. However, its real name today is the Flavian Amphitheater. The Colosseum was a massive building. It was 188 meters long, 156 meters wide, and a whopping 54 meters tall. That's about 1/3 of the height of the Northwestern Mutual building that was built in 2017 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The Colosseum was the largest amphitheater ever built and is in the center of Rome. As I said before, it was built in 80 AD under the Titus's rule. However, further modifications were made during the reign of Domitian, just a few years later after the Colosseum was built. Modifications included an underground labyrinth, where it was used for housing animals, for gladiators to fight, and was used for games where gladiators would be hunted, and the first to emerge from the labyrinth would be the victor. Alright, so the Colosseum had two primary sets of walls. The outer wall is partially intact, whereas the inner wall is mostly intact. When the Colosseum was built, it had a whopping total of 80 entrances. These 80 entrances served as kind of like an escape route or whatever when if there was like an incident or a fire or whatever, kind of like today's modern buildings with their protocol of emergency evacuation. So I guess safety first on that. According to ancient documentation, the Colosseum actually said that it was supposed to hold 87,000 people, but modern experts say that it held about 50,000 people. So you can pick and decide who you believe. The Colosseum was built out of limestone, volcanic rock, and concrete. This was a new sort of trend that was going on because many other amphitheaters and coliseums, they were built out of wood, and that wasn't a smart idea. They built it out of limestone, concrete, and volcanic rock because they didn't want the Coliseum or amphitheater to catch on fire, like many of the previous amphitheaters and coliseums would do typically. It was the next safety precaution too, and you know, I already previously said that they added like 80 entrances, and that was just in case there actually was a fire or an enemy attack where people could get out easily. And I think it was a new innovation at the time, and you know, it being built out of limestone and rock and volcanic rock, and you know, it's still standing today, or at least most of it. So that's one big plus sign. One really neat thing about the Coliseum were the engineering features. The structure had these sails that would provide shade for the attendants, much like a modern stadium would have an open or closed roof function. I'm sorry, excuse me, I'm just enjoying my pudding. Another massive feature, however, was a gruesome feature, if I may add. The Coliseum had a wooden floor covered by sand, and the purpose of this was just to soak up the blood from like the gladiator battles or whatever, and was a pretty unique feature of the time.